Morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care, Santa Clarita Hearing Center, and Traditions Healthcare Hospice. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host. On your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And our guests this morning are volunteers at Santa Clarita Grocery. And they are all high school students. And our first volunteer is Olivia Medrano, who goes to Oaks Christian School. And my, what a resume you have here.
Thank you.
Very
How
good.
are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you
Welcome,
so much.
Olivia.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's really great.
My
So,
goodness. It says here you're in the school film program.
Yes.
You starting a community service club at Oaks Christian School.
Yes, I'm actually starting it with one of my fellow volunteers who's not here today, but her name's Miriam. She also goes to my
Oh,
school.
wonderful. You were also in the Miss Santa Clarita Valley pageant program.
I am, yeah, I still
Yes.
am.
And you're a lead volunteer with the Santa Clarita Grocery on Saturday mornings.
Yes, I used to try and do Saturdays and Fridays, but it got too much for my schedule, so I'm just doing Saturdays.
Okay, and then you train runners who deliver groceries to the guests who
Yes.
arrive.
Ashley's also a runner who you'll talk to later, I think.
What made you decide to volunteer for the Santa Clarita Grocery?
Well, a lot of my friends volunteered there, and then my mom's friend actually said, "Oh, I know that you're looking for community service hours because our school does require some community service." And so she was like, "Oh, this is a great place." So I went there. I believe I started on a Friday, which was sorting day, so it wasn't distribution. And I started to do it a lot more, and I realized that I really loved doing it, just helping the community and giving back to, the people around me. I just really liked it, and so I gradually started going every week.
wow.
That's wonderful. And you love it, I can tell.
I really do, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. Well, it's interesting. I'm so glad that you are getting involved, volunteering in this community, because it's a tremendous community to live in. And there are so many areas that need volunteers.
Yeah, they really are, especially with COVID and everything. I know that a lot of people don't even know where to volunteer because a lot of places are closed. So, but it's really important, to be helping everyone and trying to do what we can even during the pandemic.
So Olivia, do you have grandparents or older adults around you, aunts or uncles, that are in need of groceries and others in the community that have motivated you as well to do what you're doing?
Personally, no, my family's very fortunate. I'm very lucky. They do not need the efforts and help of Santa Clarita Grocery. However, I am around a lot of people who do, and so I just
Mm-hmm.
want to be able to give everyone a chance because everyone deserves access to food, everybody. So if I can do my part and find a way to help people, then I should.
Right. Do you find that the those who are coming for groceries, that many of them are older adults, they are seniors?
Yes, we do see that quite a lot. Specifically, a lot of seniors will come in pairs or, multiple people coming all at once if they only have one car. And then on Wednesdays from 3 to 5, actually, we have a specialized time that's just for seniors. So we'll give them special packages. There's a little less food in there just because it is for one person rather than a family, but it is more
Hmm.
targeted items specifically for seniors.
So do you think that maybe, as we move away from the pandemic, we hope toward the end of this year and maybe this time next year, do you think that as the need for groceries might lessen, as employment opportunities increase, do you think that you'll as well start to take your volunteering from Santa Clarita Groceries into a different arena that might include seniors as well?
I do a lot of different volunteer opportunities. I knit hats for soldiers. I try to volunteer at pet shelters. So I do a lot of different things in addition to the pantry.
Uh-huh.
However, even if the attendance goes down, probably still will be going every week. And then I will try and get on Wednesdays. I don't often get there just because of school. But hopefully, as we start getting less and less people, I will be able to go more on Wednesdays specifically for seniors. So.
So, what is your ultimate goal in life? What do you plan to do
To
with your
help
life?
people. Because I mean, we live in Santa Clarita. I'm very lucky, but I know that there are people that really aren't that lucky. So
Hmm.
if I can do anything to make their lives a little bit easier, then I'm damn well gonna try.
Good for you.
How about
What is
how about
your
both?
scholastic achievement? What do you hope to be when you grow up?
I want to be a film director. Actually, my parents both work in the film industry, so I really want to
Mhm.
just tell stories.
That's terrific. And we have lots of stories to tell here in the Santa Clarita Valley.
Definitely.
We really do. And I understand that we had a fire over in Rye Canyon. What was it, yesterday or the day before?
Uh-huh.
From what they're saying, involving a movie studio or something.
I wasn't aware of
That,
that actually. So
yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know how true it is,
Yeah,
because
it's in the newspaper
sometimes you
today.
never know what the newspaper is printing, whether it's true or not. So, how long have you been volunteering?
I've been volunteering ever since I was a kid, since I was like 9. But personally, at Santa Clarita Grocery, I've been volunteering there since probably about June. So I actually didn't start volunteering until the pandemic. So I didn't really
Hmm.
know, what it was like there before, and I didn't realize how many more people we actually get because of the pandemic. I thought that that was normal, but yeah, I've only been volunteering for a couple months there.
Uh-huh. So Olivia, if you want to tell stories through movies, but what are have you seen some interesting stories related to your volunteering at the food SCV groceries? Have you seen interesting stories that you can possibly relate to us, that if you were making a movie right now that you might think about making that movie?
Well, we get a lot of different interesting people there, so there are definitely a couple
Hmm.
stories. We get a lot of homeless people, and so it's interesting
Hmm.
to talk to them and hear their life story. And then
Uh-huh.
we get a lot of families with kids, so it's interesting to hear their struggle and just know that we can help them. So it would probably be about one of those people, because I mean we serve such a diverse range of people that it's hard to pick one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Bradley came on the show a few months ago, um, he invited me up to see what goes on there, and the amount of food they have in that warehouse is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's quite remarkable.
Unbelievable. And it's donated food.
It is,
That's
yes.
the nice thing about it. Local grocery stores donate food, and I'm sure other stores do also. But that's the nice part about it. It's Santa
Hmm.
Clarita giving back to Santa Clarita, you know? That's what makes it so special, I think.
Yeah, it's very great. I mean, a lot of even not just grocery stores, we also have like just people that come in. They have extra food, so they give it to us, and we're able to give it to
Hmm.
other people. So yeah, it really is Santa Clarita helping itself and helping the residents by donating food, and then it goes to other residents of Santa Clarita.
Yes, and
But
it
Olivia,
that
it really is magnificent that there is food donated, but if we did not have volunteers like you to be able to distribute and help distribute that food, then it wouldn't work. So part of the whole process is you being there and volunteering, and that's the magnificent part about this whole idea and what you're doing, and where your heart is. And I think this community, thanks Santa Clarita Groceries for the people donating the food, but I'm certainly, and I know Barbara and all of us seniors in Santa Clarita are thanking you for volunteering your time, giving to others, many others, the ability to receive the food. Thank you so much for what you do.
yes, absolutely. Thank you. And I know you enjoy it also, don't you?
Yes, I do quite a bit.
And you have a couple of friends out there with you also, don't you?
Yes, I do. We have Ashley, we have Daniel, we have I have tons of people that are there. Everyone there is just so great. Second to obviously helping people and serving the community, the people there are honestly my favorite thing about it. They're incredible.
Yeah, I know
So
they
maybe
are.
we could safely switch out. Um, and I don't know if Daniel's up next or
Yeah,
if
Daniel's up
Ashley is.
next.
Yes.
So
Daniel's
maybe
up
we can. I
next.
don't know if that's how we can do things. I'm not in the studios, but Barbara, you are.
Oh, yes.
And maybe as they're switching out, maybe we can describe a little bit more about Santa Clarita Groceries, what Barbara you experienced when you went, and what they showed you, and how it's being run
Yes. Now, can you get Daniel in here?
Yes, definitely. I
Can
can go
you?
grab him.
That would be great. Yeah.
safely.
Safely,
Yes.
of course.
Safely. Yeah. Don't fall off the chair.
I will try not to.
So Barbara, when you saw what the need was when you went to visit and they gave you grocery and other items, I mean, there was a tremendous amount of donations that you saw that people in the community were giving to Santa Clarita Groceries to help those who are lacking food in our community. What did you see?
Dozens and dozens and dozens of cars pulling up and parking, and runners going out and giving them food, and then they would drive out with the box of food. It was incredible. And Dr. Dorio, we have our next guest here, Daniel Sue.
Yeah,
Is
hello.
that right? How are you? And you're from Hart High School.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. And you are a lead volunteer with the Santa Clarita Groceries on Saturday mornings.
Yes.
And you're in the Hart High School debate club.
Yeah.
Good for you. And also on the tennis team, and a scholar athlete with a GPA of 4.5. And you're involved in the Hart High Bible Club.
Yeah, I recently joined.
You did. That's wonderful. What do you like about volunteering at SCV Grocery?
I think what really sells it to me is the people there. It's the sense of community. It's almost they're almost like a second family to me, and it's really a joy to work with them.
So do you work with boys and girls and adults there?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Well,
what is your major purpose for being there? What do you do when you're there?
Um, Usually, um, I check the fresh produce to make sure, like quality control, make sure there's no mold or like cuts, and I also bag the fresh produce so that we can give it to the runners. And yeah,
And do you actually fill the boxes themselves?
yeah.
You do.
Yeah, we have to like portion how much of each vegetable or fruit we put in the box, so there's enough to go
Oh.
around.
So that's a full-time job, what you do there, isn't it? A full-time volunteer job, let's put it that way. Yeah, that's interesting because when I was there visiting, Bradley gave me a box of groceries. And I looked at that box when I got home. I could not believe the amount of food that was in there. I absolutely couldn't. And there was everything there. Fresh vegetables, frozen foods, fruits, all kinds of things, and eggs, milk. It was wonderful. It really was. And it lasted me over a week. I just eat 2 meals a day, but that satisfied me. It really did. It was wonderful. And it was something I didn't expect from Bradley, that he would give me a box of groceries. But he was saying, this is the type of thing we give out to everyone who comes here. And I think everyone has to fill out a paper giving information on themselves and their family. And then, so what made you decide to volunteer at Santa Clarita Grocery?
Well, actually, there's sort of like a family history because my two older brothers worked there before me.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm kind of, you know,
So it's all in the family.
yeah.
Yeah, all in the family type thing. Well, that's wonderful because that's that sets you in line to volunteer in other areas as you get older. And as we talked before with with Olivia who was here, there's nothing more rewarding than living in Santa Clarita and volunteering and helping other Santa Claritans. You know,
so Daniel,
it really
what do
makes
you
all
think?
the difference in the world. It really does. I'm sorry, Jean, go ahead.
Yeah, so I know in your heart you every day that you work there and volunteer there, you feel good about yourself for what you're doing, and your brothers did too. But in the long run, do you feel that? Tell me how you feel about the people that are benefiting from what you are doing. That the need that you see in the individuals who are in line and that you are serving. What is your feeling about those who are right now benefiting from your volunteerism?
Um, I think it's great. I think it's a wonderful thing.
Mhm.
And yeah, well, I think what's amazing about it is what we're doing is we're not only just, giving people food and filling stomachs. We're also, we're spreading love. We're showing them that they're
Mhm.
appreciated and to, help them go through tough times.
Wow, wow. I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm sure you do well on the debate team because, that answer will win any debate. Um, but, in bringing, what your brother has done, and I think asked this of Olivia as well. What is, are there people around you that are in need? Are there people around you who are seniors that are in need that has also as well inspired you to keep volunteering at SCV Groceries?
Um, luckily, luckily, I've come from a very privileged position, so no, not really. All of my relatives are financially doing well.
Mm-hmm. Right, but you're having the opportunity though, Daniel, of seeing those who aren't doing well. And sometimes when we are doing well, it's good to have our feet in someone else's shoes, which you are doing now. So yeah, Santa Clarita, there's no doubt. And I don't use the word privilege because I think a lot of us have worked to gain that privilege, but I think we have done things that realize that others are in need as well. And in order for us to be doing well, they have to do well also. So do
Absolutely.
you feel, so 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 do you feel do you sense that it feels great to be able to help others since we're at a level where we are able to do that and sense that we can do that in the future also?
Of course. Yeah, it's a
I
really
mean, it's an
humbling
obvious,
experience.
isn't it? Isn't it though? But it's very sad sometimes that others don't have I think the right word is empathy or sympathy for others, and because you never, as the Bible, as you're in Bible studies, that we help others in order to help ourselves, and so that's really an important teaching that we all have that we've learned in society and in Santa Clarita. And you are fulfilling that, and we're proud of you for doing that. So do you think you're going to take some of this, Daniel, forward also?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Do you think you're going to take some of this sense and feeling of what you're doing forward in life,
Uh,
from high school to college and beyond that in the community with your family?
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. We need to take a break, Jean,
Okay.
and we'll be back in a few moments. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
If you need help at home or at the office, call Made For You. Made For You is a locally owned, bonded, and licensed cleaning service with over 20 years of experience. All employees are vetted for your protection. No need to buy products or equipment. The Made For You staff comes complete with everything needed to make your home or office cleaner than ever. Hire Made For You one time, as needed, or an ongoing basis. No room is off limits. Laundry and ironing services are also available. Call Made For You for a free estimate. 255-2922. That's 255-2922.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and when I invented My Pillow, I wanted to have everything you'd ever want in a pillow. You can adjust the patented fill to your exact individual needs. You can wash and dry My Pillow. It has a 10-year warranty not to go flat, and it's made in the USA. And now, for a limited time, you can get a queen-size premium My Pillow for the lowest price ever. Regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's a $40 savings. I'm also giving you deep discounts on all my MyPillow products, including my bed sheets, mattress toppers, and bath towels. Buy now and I'll extend my 60-day money-back guarantee to March 1st, 2021.
Go to MyPillow.com and use the promo code KHTS or call 800-973-3927 and use the promo code KHTS. That's 800-973-3927 or go to MyPillow.com and use the promo code KHTS.
Olive Terrace Bar and Grill is the hottest new Mediterranean fusion restaurant in Santa Clarita with unique delicacies like seafood right off the boat, mouth-watering prime steaks, artesian sandwiches, delicious pastas, and tasty kebabs. Unwind on their cozy outdoor patio at their weekend champagne brunch. Full menu and weekly specials at oliveterracebarandgrill.com. Check out their full bar and happy hour daily specials in Valencia on Copper Hill and Newhall Ranch Road by LA Fitness. Olive Terrace Bar and Grill, delicious food seasoned with love.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And we're speaking with Daniel Sue, who is a Hart High School student, and he is a volunteer at the Santa Clarita Grocery. And Daniel, can you point out something that has been especially outstanding to you that has happened as you've been a volunteer? Any particular area that sits out, or people, or a person?
I think it's the other volunteers actually. One of our old student leads. He recently left for college, but he was sort of like a mentor figure to me. Yeah, he was a great guy. He's a great guy, and just the amount of passion that he had to help these people, it really inspired me.
So that's why you're doing this also and continue to do it. Do you think you will continue until you eventually go off to school yourself?
I hope so. That's the plan.
That's wonderful.
Daniel, what in career-wise, I mean, what are you pointing yourself toward at this point? Where does the volunteering fit in? But moving forward, as you move toward college, where do you see yourself maybe in 10 years?
I'm not sure, but I kind of hope to be a lawyer. That's it's one of the jobs I hope to become. Yeah.
Well, debate will certainly help you with that. Right. But the other thing are politicians. You know, typically lawyers, many people in Congress are attorneys, and so it could help as well. But understanding where people come from and understanding both sides is a part of lawyering. You know, you need to, fight for your client, but you have to also know the other side of the story as well. So, but doesn't volunteering help a lot with that? Do you think, Daniel, in life?
Absolutely. It's a really humbling experience. It allows you to really see through those people's shoes, their shoes, and yeah, it's amazing.
You learn a lot from other people.
Yeah.
You really do. That's one of the most important things I think volunteers get out of volunteering. You meet so many different people, from so many different areas of life, and learn know what they have gone through, and it's a teaching experience for you. It really is an absolute teaching experience, and I hope you keep up with your volunteer work. I really do. I think it's a wonderful thing that you do. I really do. And is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, that's about it.
That's about it. Okay, well, shall we have Ashley come in now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go and see if she's ready to come in?
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. Good luck. Keep up the debate and Bible studies.
Okay, we're having Ashley Tonthat.
And you know something, isn't this great, Barbara, that we have young students, high school students here? It just reveals what we always, as seniors, we're always thinking, we know a lot, but when you're younger, you have a place to learn, but you don't have to, sometimes you just learn through books. But you and I both know the best place to learn is in life and being out there and participating. And that's what these students are doing.
That's very true. And now I'd like to introduce Ashley Tonthat. Tonthat. And she's from West Ranch High School. And she's a volunteer, of course, at the Santa Clarita Grocery on Saturday mornings. She's president of Target Teachers for Aftermath Intervention, the girls' tennis team, scholar athlete with a grade point average of 4.86 on the champion team, treasurer of high school STEM, member of the California Scholar Federation, VP Junior State of America, American Legion Auxiliary Girls State nominee for 2020, and Milken Scholar nominee for 2020. Wow, you've accomplished a great deal so far in your young age.
Thank you.
Keep it
great,
up,
Ashley.
young lady. Keep it up. Why don't you move closer to the mic? Can you
Sorry
get
about that.
closer? There you go. There you go. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you got into volunteering.
I guess I'm a high school senior. The reason I got into volunteering, well, I've been volunteering for a while now, but I think the reason I started at Santa Clarita Grocery was definitely a lot to do with this pandemic right now. I think just seeing the world around me, I wanted to help others because I just felt that as a member of this community, I wanted to give back and, I guess help those who are in tough times right now. And so my mom and I, we were on the signal and we saw Santa Clarita Grocery, and we thought this would be a great organization to volunteer for. So basically over the summer, me and my mom, we volunteered on Fridays. And ever since then, I've been volunteering weekly.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And what do you plan to do as you go finish your senior year and then go on to college? What do you plan to do with your life?
Well, I really like science, so I would like to become a a scientific researcher in either microbiology or biochemistry. I took a microbiology class over the summer, and I really, really like it. And I think part of it too, I'd like to research either some medications or any type of vaccinations, whatever, to kind of prevent the spread of contagious or I guess widespread diseases and stuff like that.
Pandemics.
Yes, basically.
Yes, like the one we're in.
Right. So your motivation is from a lot of it is your volunteerism, and your goals are now centered around this pandemic, Ashley, to move you forward. And having a background in science, and especially when in the past you might not know, but you may have learned how women in science were pushed to the side. And us now having more interested women getting into the field is going to make a huge difference in how we scientifically progress. So congratulations on all your achievements as you move forward. You find, and I was asked also Olivia and Daniel, are there people, your mother has been involved in your moving forward and volunteering, but are there others in your family that as well have spurred you on and motivated you to really get out there and be a part of the community? Are there other older adults or grandparents or aunts or uncles that have said or made you motivated enough to say, this is what I want to do, this is the direction I want to go?
Yeah, definitely. My mom, my dad, and definitely like my grandparents and my uncle, they've all, well, my uncle's very religious, and definitely that has played a factor in my life. I really do believe in giving back to the community. Like I think you were mentioning earlier that to help yourself, you want to help others. And rather than that, I just feel that it's more important to help others. I also feel really inspired by my coworkers at Santa Clarita Grocery. They bring a lot of energy into everything they do there, and it's just a really great environment to work in. So I feel that we're all going towards the same goal, which is to kind of relieve some of the tough times people are going through. And so I think seeing their efforts that they put in, I want to put the exact or even more effort as them.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I've been volunteering in this community since the mid-'70s because I got bored at home. Kids were in school, and I'm thinking, what do I do with myself? Even though I was working from home, I had a secretarial service at home, but it was still, I was at home. And I thought, I've got to get out of here. And that's when I started volunteering. And I've been volunteering since the mid-'70s, all the time, and I love it. I have made so many friends doing it, which, as you say, your other high school friends who are working at Santa Clarita Grocery, you learn a lot from each other. You really do, and it's so rewarding. Would you say that?
Definitely. There's not really a better feeling just seeing that smile on other people's faces when they receive like a box of groceries, because they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much more food than I expected. This is gonna help me so much. I think seeing that, knowing we're making a difference in others' lives, it's just, like you said, very rewarding.
Yeah, it is. And it makes you want to continue, too.
Definitely.
I can guarantee you there, because I've been doing it for that long myself, and I still do it, even though it's on a more limited basis because of my age and this idiotic pandemic we're in. But I really do. I love to volunteer. It's so fulfilling. And like I said before, the friends I have met, and you will continue to find that also. You'll have so many friends that you can call friends, not intimate friends or very close friends, but friends who, who will be there for you at any given time, you know? And that's what I think is so important about volunteering.
And the other thing is, Ashley, I've been volunteering all my life, and it has been a part of who I am. And even now, I in my practice, my medical practice, I volunteer, in the community, in government. And you're right, when you see people's faces and know that they are grateful and happy for what you've done, it's going to spur you on and keep you going. And life will be so much better for you because of your mother and you deciding SC Groceries is is a good place to be. Now I have friends there. Now I see the work that I'm doing is making a difference. All of this will grow on you and keep growing on you the rest of your life. And, for Barbara and I, we're older now, but we still continue, even as this show, we're volunteering to do the show. So we're still out there volunteering because it's in our heart. And I can see that heartbeat in you as well, doing the same things that we did 50, 60, 70 years ago. Now you doing it and instilling it in yourself. So it's wonderful, Ashley, what you are doing. Keep up that good work. Keep aspiring to help others, because in your career you will. You will, because you've got the heart to do it. We thank you, Ashley, for everything you're doing and, for this community and what you're going to do in life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you to both of you for what you've done for our community. It really means a lot.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you. Well,
Ashley.
it's do we need to take a break? Yeah, let's take a break for a few minutes and come back and finish speaking with Ashley. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
Facey knows life gets busy. Let us go to work for you in the Santa Clarita Valley. We have 34 primary care physicians and 55 specialty doctors in 4 offices. And Facey has easy 24/7 online appointment scheduling for PCPs and PEDS with some extended hour appointments available. We are Facey Medical Group. Let us go to work for you today. For more information or to make an appointment, visit facey.com. That's FACEY.com.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
At College of the Canyons, we are
an inclusive community,
a family,
a partner,
a leader,
a way forward,
an open door,
an affordable education,
an opportunity for a different tomorrow.
Spring classes begin in February.
The time is now.
The place is here.
Enroll now.
Canyons.edu/schedule.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And we're speaking now with Ashley Tonthat from West Ranch High School. And what do you feel is important about you working and volunteering at Santa Clarita Grocery? What is it doing for you personally?
I think the best thing about working with Santa Clarita Grocery is being able to make a difference in others' lives, in the sense that, like I said earlier, just being able to see that I'm making or helping someone else's life feel a lot more better, or just just to improve their lives right now. I just feel that brings a lot of joy for me, and it's really gratifying for me.
And you learn a lot about other people, don't you?
Yes, definitely. I think being able to talk to them, like meeting different people or just seeing people every week as they come for their groceries. I learn about a little bit about their lives, about their circumstances, and it's really an eye-opener to the world. And I think that's my motivation right now, just to become a biochemical researcher. Being able to make some type of vaccine or whatever that can stop the spread of these diseases or whatever. I think hopefully that will help improve the world a bit.
And you can see also that what Bradley does, how he has organized all of this, the organizational aspect of what you do, everything's got to be in order. Everything has to be lined up. The supply chains have to be there. Because if they're not, then it becomes disorganized. And, as a chemical researcher or biochemist, whatever you're doing, in order to achieve that, it has to be orderly in some way or another. And you get to see that, don't you, Ashley?
Yes. I used to, before becoming a runner for Santa Clarita Grocery on Saturdays, I actually helped Mr. Bradley, and I worked with other volunteers to I guess, sort, package, and clean the food that comes in from the donations. And definitely there's a lot of work that goes into preparing all of this food. So definitely that prep work has to go in order for our Saturday distributions, Wednesday and Monday distributions to work as well.
And there's so much food in those boxes, isn't there?
Definitely.
Can you describe some of the items that are in there?
Sure. Basically, there's fresh produce, different fruits and veggies. We have frozen meats. There's a lot of dairy products such as milks, cheese, yogurts. We also have a big box of bread and other desserts. And all this food is for a week's worth of groceries.
I know.
Yeah.
More than a week's worth for me because I was living alone. Much more than a week's gross. But is there anything, a specific incident of any kind that sticks out in your mind while you've been volunteering for Santa Clarita Grocery?
As in, like,
an incident that may have occurred that something that happened maybe that you didn't expect.
I think I didn't expect to see how fast, the numbers grew. Definitely, like when I first started, the numbers were about maybe 50, like on Saturdays, where 50 people came on Saturdays to work. But as December hit, we had about 80 people come in. And that number just keeps growing and growing till January now. And so this is only a day in a week. And so there's a lot of people that we serve in Santa Clarita. So I think just that growing number right now is really shocking to me.
Well, a lot of people are out of work. Yes. They don't have any money to buy groceries with, or if they do have a little money, they are not buying enough groceries for themselves. And being able to sign up and be a patron of Santa Clarita Grocery, I think is a very, very important part of their being able to survive. Because a week's worth of groceries, that's a lot of money. It really is, especially when you have a family, husband, and a couple of kids, and with that much food, and you can survive for a week, that's incredible.
Definitely.
It really is, because normally that would be $200 or more in a grocery store. Yeah. Really.
So Ashley, can you let our listeners know where is Santa Clarita Groceries and maybe a contact phone number and the address?
Sure. Santa Clarita Grocery is located on 21176 Center Point Parkway. And our phone number is 661-425-7575.
So that's 661-425-7575, and it's on Center Point Parkway. But we're for some of our listeners who don't quite know Santa Clarita that well, where is that?
Center Point Parkway is, I would say, near Canyon Country. It's literally, if you pass Bowman High School, it's around that area. There's a bunch of buildings, I think like business buildings.
Warehouses in the back,
Right. But it's also near Walmart on Carl Boyer.
Yes.
That's kind of a central location there and as well. But I just think it's wonderful what you do, Ashley. I think, we just want to thank Olivia Medrano, Daniel Shu, and Ashley, all three of you for coming on and telling us about your experience with Santa Clarita Groceries. It's not easy, but you are helping individuals that need help right now. And we all never know when we might need help ourselves, but I think that we all can do better when we help now and give back because in the future we just don't know. And so I just think it's wonderful that the three of you, and Olivia attends Oaks Christian School, Daniel attends Hart High School, Ashley, you attend West Ranch High School. I mean, this is representative of our valley. And it also, for what you discussed today, it represents who our younger generation is and what we as older adults have been looking forward for you taking the reins and moving forward with our community and our country. So thank you for what you do. We certainly appreciate it. Once again, the phone number is 661-425-7575. Thank you to Olivia, Daniel, and you, Ashley, for being on our show today. Thank you so much.
Jean, let's give out that address again.
It is 21176 Center Point Parkway. Phone number again is 661-425-7575.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you for
having me. Thank you, Ashley. We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care, Santa Clarita Hearing Center, Traditions Home, and Hospice Care. Listen to us next week on the Senior Hour. Now go and enhance your quality of life.